Hey, another great day in Reno. I'm at 2nd and University. This here's our Club Cal-Neva and the IOOF building. On the corner here, used to be a great place called Thomas Cafe. Elegant little downtown eatery. Divorcee's favorite resort down here in Old Reno. So in 1905, a Montana man named William O. Thomas, he found his way to Reno, worked in a series of restaurants and dining rooms, including the Hotel Golden up Sierra Street, even the Overland Hotel across from the railway depot. And after opening one of our oyster joints down on 2nd, he opened his new restaurant right here in 1908, at the corner of Sierra and 2nd, called it the Thomas Cafe. Two-story, brick structure, arched windows, even had rounded windows on the top of the 2nd floor right underneath the old Thomas Cafe rooftop sign. Next door on the right, and that is the Alpine Winery. And just in time for the divorce boom out here in Reno, seated 350 patrons desiring privacy and discretion. On the 2nd floor is a series of private dining rooms called the Divorcee's favorite resort. Had sort of a palm tree motif, featured fine entertainment, held the motto, "Make your wants known. Your way is my way." And Thomas Cafe quickly grew a national reputation. Los Angeles Times equated it to the popular Hollywood hangout, Al Levy's Grill. The New York Times had called it the local bohemian restaurant to pass the time in parties and drinking cocktails. And Collier's, they called it Delmonico's of Reno. And the cafe even hosted a lunch party for the author and journalist Jack London. He was in town for the heavyweight fight between Jack Johnson and Jim Jeffries in 1910. In 1912, Thomas opened his second cafe out there in Sacramento, called it the Thomas Bohemian Cafe. It is the only Bohemian cafe in Sacramento, located at the corner of 6th and K Streets. Here we had the cafe lobby in 1915. So Thomas ran the cafe for 3 years and left to pursue a career in bookkeeping and banking. Back to Reno, 1913, Roland Thomas Cafe had closed up and relocated down to 131 North Virginia. And that today, that's the south side of the Nevada Tower, and that was the former Onslow Hotel. And our location on the corner of Center and 2nd, that soon became home to one of our Oregon, Pendleton, Woolland Mills clothing stores, and a series of shops, restaurants, and bars, including Hale's Drugs, the Grand Cafe, the Fort Italia, and the Silver Bar and Ratskeller. Then later in 1921, the south part of the building is split off, become our first Parker Western Wear cowboy store. That was founded by Harry Parker, opened under the banner A Man's Store. And later, 1930s, offered clothing for women and children, even became the exclusive distributor of Levi's for ladies, had Stunted hats, Justin boots, denim. In the north part, that became the Silver Dollar Gambling Club in 1934, and then changed over to the Clover Club in 1945. And here we are in 1948, during the Lake Street fire. Looking north, we have our 5-story IOOF building, and you cross over 2nd Street, that's our Parker's on the corner, and next to that is our Clover Club neon sign. And finally, 1957, Parker's expanded, took over the entire building. Around 1970 it closed and relocated out to Sierra Street in the old Barango building. That's next to our old Montgomery Ward. So like all our other wonderful little buildings and spots out here, it's all torn down for Harrahs, and then Harrahs abandoned it, and now it's, well, you kind of get what you get right now. That's the old IOF building. We're going to head down a little farther to the river, see if we can find some cool stuff. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.